Adekye Nsroma adwumadie ni se ne de to aso amamo eno eni se ensem ankrata no ba ye no abadwafo be ba betena ase na afi ya bobo ho na ya dwendwe ho se de be ya wonu mu a oman ne nchechire ne yo no hye wo mu nsame ne oye ka ho ye nyina ye ya aban na ye nyina ye oman ma enti oman ne be ye ya ye ka ho no ye nyina enso ye tie bi na ya fa ye chefa dia ewom ne ye dia aboa ama ye dia ye oman ne ye eni nti na kwanya wo se ye di nkomo na nso pese wo de wadwe nkyebra e de ne besu kwa bibia nsu kwan enti hwehwe ye Facebook aye ho na UTV live na wo dia ba bedru so be kenkan ama ensem a na edi ahimu pa no enkrata ni nyina fa na ya rehosem a esi enra ewo ensawom ti daily guide efa ne say 4 vendors crushed to death amane bo aye nua be ma no e de ba ye no e che say said ye nkwanhia no esi ye no na baby a station no wono kran so ya asem nti ye behwe ne ahense ye be ne den na ye na ase nkwanhia ekum ye mo ekra esen said ya COVID ebekum ye. Ghanaian Times found say 4 killed 9 injured in ghastly accident in Nsroma. Na say about daily Ghanaian Times enimu hanso government will appeal Moody's credit rating, says the finance ministry. Yes we ya omaka ni say no na say ya carbonica prim ye bosia bonye fe ye bosia tua nso ani nti ba sa ye kwa amansan dwa so se ye kope bosia ebia na ankoyi ama ye nye se ebia mpo esa no mohwe esa asemo no ono no okuya Ghana no oji ontua omfanya de eso omde ye nti ministry ni se dabi baby omde ya to no sa sie one ho ne pa de omuntimi miye na ho ne enko omusame na ebi 3 ho no a enti ombekọ appeal ye bedi eho enkomo se na etisa e de nti na Moody's fo no so anye ne sa amayen. Now, ya share the insight. Big demo against e-levy to rock Accra. Da beno Yawada. Thursday, February 10, 2022. Yentu ya demo. Say Chinechi Yawada ya na baso. Na tuya na yentu ya. Anansi se ye fabro nya hwa crackers se oh ya pesa abanye mpuntu djuma yen so a ana ebinom no mpese omo de score political points and as aban so se otena se na ade no se de ebi ka no se nye se wo mo ni wo mo adwen ko benkrom ne kra se wo mo ni amanyoko ba akumu na enim di force economist ne won mo makekan yi kan bia onhwe no ntie na won pe kwan foforo ni obenya ato no asen e-levy no ananso se wono so waka se e-levy no an obeje no eno an obeje so still e-levy on the table and era no ma ni wonum edi nkomo no Honorable Yaw Asanita no ye national organizer Emma LPG watena se na Honorable Samo Aipe enso kane na oye ayensua no emrahye bedwani sesi aidie woye nimdifo ewo road safety ne yi metro mass dwumadie mu tidachi bia se anti-me eko pension omofre no transport minister de waye wakachi anti-me eko yi a anti-me obri ebo engineer wo pension na sa afi no be pension no prince nya afi na anti-me be pension no afi no be pension so ko say pa na chance on abo paint wo le si ni boot wo ye NRC CEO and Director General in waiting. Honorable IP. Good morning.
Morning. Ya na what?
Wo se matwa akonya si wa ma wana.
Asa akonya de ye ba wo abusua mu na. Abusua panyin no wo ho no e ba akonya mu a wo tena so.
Anya ma ba akonya. Me me oba abusua panyin ma ba akonya ma wa.
Ya embre mu.
Se me fo so pa.
Amen.
So on se me dra fo am so.
Yeah, mami
yes, Honorable IP ejo so ye da se no pay so.
Yeah, we tie phone so.
Okay.
Na unim kwa baby accident ni si ni e kwan a menam so ko mikro.
Ayensu ano ho. Okay.
Nsa o ma do agiri fo na ebohye.
Okay.
Na papa nso fi aburi. Nti aburi junction say na say me amasema.
Na actually enura no nsa wo mo no 3 accidents.
The major one na esi na mate.
Oh, back so Jessica say back so driver no the ball obi and also show some be ha no nti or corner wakwa report no and okotwi fa fried rice we be na fried rice so Enti eno no o se apriafo na abem ewuo memu na jamakasa kese mienu se miensa so de nyamani ewo obo area no nsawom junction no baako so eno so de obi a nwune ka na ase
nipa won ahwere won kwa wa
nsawom kan anim ho thank you prince
akwanhia ba nyina no yemo yako
oh eno ya topic ya first topic I beka enti me ha kra
ya ayensu anofo nyina
okay
na aka de china yedi Colonel Adekye Achampon yedi na asemawi a wadna to prison so ade chia obekum no na then chairman Lawrence or AFRC chairman the case obi anchire aduan ope
wow
na wonu yama no ni na ade chia okukum wonyira na itedu Adekye Achampon so na Adekye so one de oba bia de friend Elizabeth Achampon that are not about 25 years Elizabeth Otiasia but it's about 75 years
okay
no so one call Elizabeth no ni ma aduan a ope that am ya achira Achampon ebuso ni nyina agbanyenya ni na ekohu Elizabeth e chinchin ya no nkohu ba bi o hye no so papa si wo na oni ma aduan ope pa o chira ekokum no nti aduan yi ma no no ni o se papa de fufu ni nkita no ope oni nkita
debut
nkra mo fe na nkrakra
aha
friend nkita
okay
nti Elizabeth nu aduan nkita fe
okay
na Achampon kaka ho si aduan na ne ba na be no so se ne ba na de be serve no nti ye fa peace grower na ko fa Elizabeth ni ye ne ba prison ba bia na papa da nti o serve aduan papa ni ti aduan ni nyina Achampon na ogudufo obi a ade chine kwa kokuma ga wanu kura abeto odi nkafo obi a ntumi nda Achampon do didi obi na so afo nza na sa wo se ye fa abayi na be kan asema kire no wo sa an lizi ukwa na wuchia Ghana ni bia kache ni si na me ni papa
yeah I read that
I say tell everybody you meet in the Ghanaian we meet I was a good man na lizi e ya bompai ma me you see papa na nka se Ghana for one pie man say ne ba no e mon pie man no na ne ba ni hia Ghana ni bi on kache ni se na oye ni papa na papa no wu ye nti adan chi no ka se no oye ni papa o kan se no oye ni papa e san se me ya abofra no na wo ha benim se papa wo ani afika kra ya de bia no sha bon se ne ya salai tin
me oba na da me hu na efi
okay ya nti na papa no so mi coincidence wa ha ma gene so be ware wo na on salai tin ni ya bi sese then wo se Achampon de omo sogon sama kiso omo eni nyama huru bebre na on salai wo kwa ye hyema wa na etua kakra e ma afedo oba no the seats aka ho o se me ma waduan nko ani na mu kodua na ye fa no operation feed yourself nti Achampon ma Ghana for aduan di ado ye ya na enyi ne se obetu constitutional government eye buzia en na dunako na edwede kufu ado aban a na wobusu ye go betu wongu na mmom nso ado ye ne se o ma Ghana for aduan di na o ma wo nnu abase munnu ya na munni nti o se wokwa lizi ka kire Ghana fo se I was a good man nti me chia ye nsu anofo na ayensu anofo nyina so
arehu se mi ase mami lizi oti a wo be ma ne rahu ni nya ne so wo ka cha ayensu anofo se
wo ya ayensu anu ni bia na wo hia onu ayensu na ka cha ne say I pace he was a good man
yes
na me I pace not dying
me ni ba bia bia na ni afia meka so mo pama nti ayensu anofo mo mpa ya na mo bi man
you thank God I pace
so
not dying
I was a good man
nti ayensu anofo na o mu be hu na o ma di hu adanse nti de so nyame ma nkwatente why
amen
eja ta no na unso efie ti sen
nyame adom ohira me efie so ye boko
ye de nyame anse agbesi ne ho ye
pa
ye de nya eye na ba so
the be and obama me details no am say no ho nti na ma na e busy kakra
okay
na honorable titles Daniel
oh and Tuesday dey mo se mo mba adwumanti brand dey say CBN Chief Bani CBHN Chief Bani says ya man suspension Honorable Titus Glover. Tuesday for the Abamu suspension, write a letter explaining why you didn't report to duty. I said I'm over Ijua.
And the Honorable Daniel Titus Glover, the incoming national organizer.
Okay.
He said delegates will do him good. And then
any jama or nama or Tony watch a delegate.
Probably so. And chief so maybe I will be a chair.
Okay.
Just say Justin Kodria. And also lazy boot seriously for the general secretaryship.
Oh, okay.
But you see the delegates, you discover Mundi, Galamses Canados, Mundi B. Name more to Abanua.
Now, who knew fear some kakra?
Oh, there be a who here.
Oh, what the LPG as somewhere who crowd and then LPG.
You must love the people of the other
national organizer.
Yes.
Oh, almost to Abama.
Now say yeah back MPP. Yeah, cause yeah because MPP. I win the election.
I someone we say I'm primuti.
That's the thing.
And who do party once?
There been another crop for the moon to mean say party. More than English ya party. You see a pempo for me ban on my budget party na see ho. Now ya
porridge Trixie.
Justin Cody HL. Delegates will do you good.
Okay. Okay.
A bit more and they should go. And then let new people come.
Whether they will go or not, a MPP delegates are same.
Now,
who are what's MPP?
One party. One campaign.
My favorite MP.
Zufiasem.
David, this time again is a politics.
5 petroleum gas, some motor gas.
Politics.
And the honorable Dr. Kufube,
Politics, would do Fiasem.
Zufiasem. Okay, Madam Wansia Bridger for. Yeah, hope he say rep of free NDC in the Babe Kaye home. Into ye shen a quine or bound coin with Yan for. Ye never better uncommon. So, your my idea, if it's Yasiano. Jatano, yen shasi wo NSR who semi ya aba ewo the Bokrata Ghanaian Times muye any daily guide and krata ni bebre afa asem kwanhia de bia ye ka nti esi edru bebia ye hu se ba ye mu ye ni mu so ana se ebu ye ni gu so a obi ni na asem covid ku ye o na so kwanhia kura kum ye sen sedia covid e ku ye an kwanhia no so kura de ye wo ho akwanya se ebetumi aso ano.
Ohima medalse na mamemfa akwanya so na menchia adwuma ko fareba ene mo amoye adwuma ha nyina na Ghana hemfo so mechia mo nyina na eya nti in the first place ne yebema abusuafo mo ahwere o mo adehye ene mo prepare study ye ne da no yebema mo yako
Okay.
Na afen so me the better be say drivers any companies mo use sa cars akese the fast cement and say be a farm won sa no man ho hia pa say sa car no sana wo be sequence no ye behwe say ne bibia da din enye say papers as such but say we are yet to say the brakes any failure nti ye betumi aka say driver no na onim say there has been anything wrong and I say bibia to chimada e was aka no regarding brakes ana say checks as say ye wo ho workshops as say ye ko na nye say what did they be work mo so wo say o me twene kakra nsa eno mo hihia but another issue a hard dream ye nyina probably no we are guilty and then the fact say ye kwan no nyina no more or less no ye dey adane shops say nipa enhia ho say omo ton ade a na che say ye sisi ebi a kiosk ahoro na nkrofo eton ade wo
Kafra Mamini Honorable Derek Ohinebekwen Enche so openia no pay ofri NDC amanyoko any ebedi dwumayi say obedwani Honorable Derek Ohinebekwen former MP Upper West Achim Honorable Akwaba we the enchia na ye de wale away time atwen nti okay sanita no free man na say Eastern Caucus one. Okay. Say, Honorable Ipe, and former okay. The two formers and the Eastern region.
Right.
Yeah, that's Honorable.
Right. Inti, yeah, kind of sounds so. For instance, that particular accident we enye enura ene de edikan a car atwa fa nkrofo so we kwan no. As even this year kra ABS wo ye kwan aso articulated track be until over.
Wo Achimota we so yeah. And maybe last year.
No.
This year, yeah, you're
last week or so, there was a very long articulated tracker.
Wow.
Koso. Me kase time na Kumasi Accra kwano da Nsroma kronim. There were instances a car ekwo share film. And it is not only in Nsroma, yes. Into one of the antidotes between here and say, cry be hu say a busy town. E kwan na dem fefe ye nyin kwato baby. Said ya be ya either say be yi ato akire na omo a ye yi kwan bi ana say kwan bi a omo benya bi na omo akotran say omo ton ade no. I think said there should be a deliberate law a be ban such activities because it's becoming
na ye ato akire de sense wom titi a kwan ne de
say omo yi because first of all na e
and I know ye Kumasi Accra for no more maka de omo nam kro ni mfimfi
dabi say omo panyikofo ba na oyi fi kro ni ko akire beto akire and that is what I'm suggesting say for instance appear today happen here ya suggest say e kwane de mfimfi a as we do the reconstruction and that particular area because of the nature of a normal model and kwane say yi emfi kro ni mu enkoto baby a ebeboa Accra many areas are ye nim say activities are very I mean hot. Ufa what's the name? Madina Pantan kwan so a kwan and even though the road is wide in Crawford to me pushes back almost the center of the road everywhere they are selling. And yeah this very year January car beef is a Kumasi Osainfa all the way from Kumasi baby obenya accident ma Crawford ewu ye am say nipa ba kun we on the spot or two any avenue here. So I come here to say drivers are more or less not particular about the kind of car no so nim car no car na pomdino they are not abreast with it and I say they know but they just don't want to take good care of it and I say workshop is omonko the issue of selling by our roadside is another problem as I mentioned the rate at which people die when accident occurs and I say nkwanhia esi wo kwan no a mani pa wo no hwe nkrofo atwa form so probably will be made and I say the panel be na baby ebetwa forever you can never reverse that thing and as much as it is painful say sa normal we esi no ye bema abusuafo yakọ na afen so ye asre say ekwana no a wo kọtra ton ade no it's a risk. And yet, and more decline and they die almost every month by the roadside as a result of some be a accident. And for me, some relative dinners and or turn idea the best advice I'll give to the person is say, Minia, Dachi at the assembly. And baby is see, you know, young share a horn said the nature of the road at the same. Baby, I share and they are still coming in. Now, as I mentioned, and I keep on saying, you're making sure say the dualization of our roads should be paramount, especially our trunk route. So that this kind of accident it may be reduced because we share baby as a see and dualization. If he is it a pedra baby corner? Dualization. I can tell you for sure say for the next 1-2 years. From if we can do this, it will reduce the rate of accident, especially head-on collision. It will reduce it. The best of advice we can give is what we are giving. Because I come here to say there be a
I say, Kwanso Jojo named before. Adia Bakwa, honorable, Minya Bemas and Etano Kaya, my honorable for Mummy and Shay Nonso. Eja station, any kioswa a walk on hono. Are a son necessary bano and na Cecilia say, we say Macromun Yefena, assembly for no so. Nina ye pay ye can't say IGF. Inti Kroti says Sunyane. First, Sunyane was a beautiful place. And no simwa container, kiosk. haphazard tan.
Yeah, mama ni kan na mema ebusuafo won adehye afim ni nyina hyedem na won a won apira no nso ye ma won dui na ye mo mpai se wo ho beto won tem accident ni bi ho na esia na obi sa ho si how did you know say to me si ampa president Kofo apenso ye yi kwan no efi Nsroma krom what I create Nsroma bypass.
Okay.
You see tracks akase ni nyina won fa Nsroma krom obi. First na ho no se wo fi soro ho na wo ba. Eye Boating Girls School Vocational Center na ba. Pony sangs are a very sharp hill. Nti se kai sang for no ba ni break feel say ni si betu afedi pass. No so I don't say we say we send people no wie ya pe na aburi kwan no eda wonifa. Na filling station bi ewo ubenkum.
Okay.
Na sa kwan station ache mobile stations are from mobile sana some from friend first na mobile fuel station bi o na cars ni gina ho ani aye hwe ha sa all this journey mo na obenkum na mobile no so hom dey create station as say
oh cronin finfin those times are not kumasi kwan da ho ube hu se
omo nti o matra
na se kwa chofifo no ho na omo gina
na amanfo di kiosk abesisi ho GPRTU for na transport unions na gata o kiosk omo tena mu di jeska
yeah
na tambia wo do na wo hwe
fa ba ko so
wo hwe sania kwan ni sang sharp hill ho na station wo ha na station wo ha driver ni bia no a ni break je ni nsema obepe so de be kwa akohwe commercial bank ni mu debi obepe se o de be fa benkum ana so de be fa nifa ebi kro mpa na wa lose control nti ontumi fa benkum de fa nti sa hot station no kwani na hu there was anka the fu station if you want na Ghana as usual as we are so 7 year you pem sibre you wrong time bia was you hu say precaution is the key nti your sanka sa station when ye for the data because of honey hu na to so bien me hwe kwan a accident ni see there's something wrong with the vehicle. The driver must be totally interviewed. You find out to say, me DVL is stick and I can when they fresh and because track will be a friend spring brake.
Okay.
Spring braking is a brake system near pneumatic braking system. You can pneumatic Nsroma and I will pretty.
The omo kind of hydraulic.
There be hydraulic near fluid.
Fluid, okay.
And we know pneumatic near air.
Nsroma. Okay.
Now we know you can him say Nsroma de come be that baby ka credit Nsroma ni nyina be pue. Epue brakes no inye adwuma. Nti se na be ya big truck ne Nsroma no san. Car ni entu fa so nti bro ni de bibi share car ni mu your back brake no your friend spring brake.
Okay.
Now spring brake ni spring. Ana you dey connect very complicated kakra. Nti our trigger. Na trigger no se Nsroma no san car to certain level na trigger no a trigger na brake spring no na achi back brake no it car no we den e move
na say your backup ma wo regular brake na work car
your regular brakes na the spring brake no ashing and the man no trigger na say trigger no connected to the air system no nti and follow to level bi a entimi my brakes ni adwuma pe na activate spring brake no say hemi from asa nti kwaya adwuma na spring brake na ebue te say na parking brake and na friend hand brake no
all right
nti ebue pe na kire back tires din kura car no ntumi move
wow
say inspector bi obekọ car no vehicle examiner bi obekọ car no okọ na check obehu say that one disconnect spring brake omo disconnect because say Nsroma no load baby a na spring no activate pe atem bi asa what drive na the big trucks na chikuma se Burkina ni ade abati sent bi who's as a time
but
tu so sabati oh that time na pai nti driver funu bebre olodu ya no where you spring brake na fi nti oyi fi musa na no nam anytime bia no Nsroma na besan bia pe danger
oni alert bia
oni se car no ntumi nyina nti be hwa ase truck drivers no or start car na be so tia straight out open Nsroma send spring brake ni adwuma Nsroma na ma car no entumi emove just Nsroma na do certain level nti when say dashboard no so you green red oh nti or just we feel red no mu asa na car na to move nti driver yo nya accident yi sanka na spring brake ni adwuma anka car no Nsroma no sound mo tia brake no so papa na spring brake no activate na check na gina ho
na dentina ya almost disconnect
almost disconnect because of na me kire we because fort kakra bi ba ho be kwa akoye no onkoye na awe time na fa so sa na drum no break drum na hit the ding bo na time na pai nti on pen senti fort bebe mu a ode be kom ya ama no na we na activate breaks na chere sem from asan mu nti expand no we deactivate no we yefim nti anya adwuma biem nti vehicle maintenance a key your best DVL phone say and because of first now you to me for big tracks and 37 yard inside because of space and it's na yeah private garages bebre with big machines and the tested braking system. Okay. Your best says so what the tracks never one here. Now when your mom companies need to what tracks bebre. I want to mean some tracks in the line found DVL offices no. Into one more the letter back. Me ya fa vehicle examiners. No more quiet, no more examine vehicles ni nyina. No more issue. You best say when ya examine on so sad we want your mind. That was ni bebre disconnecting on spring brakes na nya adwuma. Driver ya oyi say spring brake ni adwuma anka car no e be kire gina ho e move da. Se be move kura e be skidi. Ma obia who say car be skidi ba. Because time into me row into honey hill into a best skid. Hey, Janko be able to say, hey, boss, and depending on actual. Into driver no de me sure say the spring break in the way year few. Two, nipa na tongue I do a pan of ya can into me. What can we say to me anymore? Now, see, I told boots year for your demonstration. You should have miss photos, Libya. Me, nipa be a walk and somebody sending me to me. I would be. Well, the new photo by me na onya accident here no. And during the accident, ni mu ache bien. Oh, the spinal cord ni nyina say, well, you can have a look at it. And that is accident. Near accident to me banning. Ewura kama make us be kura wa kra no kunu. Se me kwa adwuma ba. E bia no te contain ani mu no. Adwuma kura ni ho wa bomode anya sika kakra. Akotena ho aye ne mobile money. Ochu afara so. You best in some authorities ni say station de wonyin fi ho mayen wonyin fo ata me bia wo drive kwa na wo du ha na drivers yi sa wele fu yi nkokọ kuma se nkokọ wo nyina krampo ni wa fa passenger kwa ni finfin na wa gina no re fa passenger no ebe yi affect ye nyina nti ye best no obi be say na menua asane tano kasaro kan bribi o se sa na ye betumi aka na anen. Education is not the only measure to stop road accidents. Education, if you are nearly behind, able to me. Say DVLA, your driver's license, a chip embedded license. Chip embedded license, and they say, over to me, they are slotting into a system. No way reading your license through the screen. It is me suggesting to say, your 4-point deduction system, na you are broaching, and I'm asking that confirm what broaching. And can we only ask that we community for you? We are on the 10 points. Because say, well, license no points are also in 25. Okay. It upon your court, your fine, over prison, whatever, but could be over be annual lose about 10, 15 points. It would lose 15 points, I got 10 points. Every driver will be very careful because as a footballer, I have a yellow card. What them say the next yellow card and red. Into people over or so Modi. Oh no, so
Modi system.
And in that system, we have to introduce it in Ghana. So say a Ghana card bar, you bet me who baby a Ghana Nibia one. Let us introduce the point deduction system in our driver's licenses. Current licenses are you used to say we bet me that point deduction because they are chip embedded. Na ye nhwe say when you accident what was scratch obi ka akra na police station na you deduct 5 points. Yes, it is a point in the sun untumi nka ka biem because when some ye the CC adoso am ya ma Ghana card you are linking Ghana card into your driver's license. It too fear now kwatamale wa so kwaje license what do we say see super now red aso massa win the point. Come on, get away. You can't drive again. It untumi drive biem. Na say where do ma we pa de show you no man driving. Now we're 25 points. Now what? Yeah, 15 points, like a 10 point. I mean, you say you can say 50 kilometers per hour. See, I introduce suddenly there. Human error, no, it will continue to happen. I say, Yami, you know, young Okokota punishment. I had them as offended drivers. Never filmed. Maybe your parliament, your kinds of one far bill number Nanka. yɛn amendment from penalty points in esusa
into obetumi na what transport committee ne so no mo ye dey na
yeah bi ya amend national road safety light ya amend road ye for the saying regulations act ya amendments ni bebre na so won say mere kwananimu no na Ghana yen sika no devaluation of the cedi ni ade ni nyina nti o ma 1,500 a o chen ni pani nya asere na katin say the point we calculate so 2,500 ma court o de ni sase no kotuku ma nti mra no o see review penalty points no na etumi ye serious kakra nipa no hu say Seven me 10,000 Ghana cedis mean to me to America prison. Let me be very careful when driving.
You will have no mammy quick. Can you name fear a so can one?
Factor.
Say way for instance, almost check your almost say registration of money end. So quickly anybody knows a cannot you.
End say. Sir,
and no 95 I say by Ghana you register you see license.
Say modern track no. Spring brake no. Electronically connected to the air system. Until who disconnected cry. Very difficult. But this old system, on your spinal, 19 spinal, or Lucia Ape, where you spring nephew. It's at me be I'll see you in your stage. So what car? At the bear 30 years, sir. You to me, my one year mount roadway certificates.
Especially
I'll see expiring points of a vehicle.
Dim fear be a wound to me from Mao mine.
Exactly.
Kayenya be a DVL.
Yes. Well, and Kenya be said, what can I detect irrespective of say near Yenya and Fibia? Something you do as I can, won't mean you should be, you have to scrap it. When another jurisdiction is there.
Oh, boy, you never quay. You ever can't say me saying, there be a year 2-4, there be a cancel. Adekye be a few cries so dear. I see dear, no need just share, and ye dear Marfina Quaba.
You never made us in a match here, one of my show program, IT on other platforms. As usual, in Crawford or Power Station.
Yeah.
Ades. She'll be an outreach ye Cassibi.
Oh,
communication officer. The mammy. Ye na mammy. Ye don't say one might make a boy. Nina Mechia, my executive, my constituency secretary, Sikayana, attitude. You can't sound dear, no, I can't about such a macan because. You know, share common boundary. Yeah, and it draw others, and a draw in some. To be over others, be an one conny draw others who are now body as yes, among the no about on sound. Your main hospital can see I walk on. So far, no, and some district hospital and taking care for cases are under referral to send their chain so na cocofodia. As some two. Of anything in someone na atua there so say na 2 million be man so constituency ayensuano because ye nyina no you also can say na eden o the only brave if say nkru so a eye adwuma edidwa e wo ho we be kan kra no e bia wo be hwe na wo no ma wo ho touch man na wo mfi ebinim kra mfi wo ankasa mo mfi sa area yi e bi na ba either so fi aburi ni ade tie ma wo nyina yakọ na ya sre wo no mo a why I said, Bianca, Yamiankasa, or show on so no more Yarisa, and we here. Na yet, someone minia, no penny for a dink can. Many about a problem, Cassie. The technical aspect, no, honorable I pay a fat. I'm not going there. But near you bet me, you will be, you know, you can't be about the bypass. You know, only an echo constituency. But trucker, a trucker, see a cook mass in a line, almost for cranium. And I believe this truck says cement na woman ibiana or fluiduo.
Na oba be of fluiduo.
Medase. No intwem.
Medase. Intino kwan biaso no that stretch na ye kan obeyisu. Of the prisons are no aba be do assembly junction ho. No kwa ko du boate no ko sane. Akọ. If any say hospital junction na station all right. Aya because asem kro na ye kan. Na so enyaisi nti yebekọ so aye den aka ye beka adwumasem me ma me odadini nti uka adadifo asem a because of adwumasem ni ade nti no obia nya bibia opeba bia ode besini waye den wato and it sounds say yen as oman meka oman a from central government to the district municipal and the metropolitan assemblies You take it planning serious, you know. These problems are bound to happen.
Yes.
Now, yet me, young day, and because as an assembly in the Ohono, me from a share, wait, from a president or Oslo. And I'm not talking about this particular assembly. And your problems are a woho. Aden, send a yeke, you know, some people will accident there. Opa, checks in correct. It can be a brand new car and any fee offense in Yaba. Yaku, and Yaba. Accident with me, I day. See,
because of people now.
And your people look right accident to see. Cabin Namuana will be there. A man and saying, I'm a car with the Belshire, me baby, my pocket. Abubu ya me cheap pam. Me glass me a year watching now.
I'm subject for another day.
And it accident to see. Obi betumi across no. Ebesi or a car for sa area obi cross no ebesi. And nothing yen as a nipa anybody sa. Emra ama yen to me. Say ye regulating ye maybe etutu nyama ye di ma on mine no. I say yen said ye. But we so many areas. Lord Kwani station na traffic ni nyina wa junction so no taxi bi gina one of dine ho no be fi slow over no we slow down because car bi ye den e dine ho and now obi fi hospital wo ba ye den e be sim the one kasa no e T junction a ufi wa kwan ba ko sa ko sei e ko dwanim atena ko to police station no police station nachi ba ko ho ne so ba ko ho nti always no cars ye den e ko eba ebe she main road no this say ukra load o try this house now you say can be ukra load now or slow down because traffic will slow down anything can happen and it then they say yeah as the authorities they say yeah sure say the stations over there will have to be removed egedifu a ehedwa ewo kwan ho no should not be tolerated.
But MC assembly ne so nka say if we should contact assembly no enye MC or OCC but civil servants on mo honum na maybe just maybe on beka how many times on ma try so movie on
me and no me into I've been a DC before. I'm saying I was a DC for 4 years. Me started me into call up our call at this me kasi we na ye emrache say ya I will do it.
And upon me say na as you should see be lose vote so enti e pama omo kakra no ma say what be wu de be
go against you in a way but in the larger interest no mo say oh ye na eye e de amoman me ma typical example abra me yi others to town roads me buy me be yi roads ni bi kan ho na any ho hwe in one occasion ma me bi not that many or that me grade that here adwuma nim this kumi me kai baby I others who I be town omo hwe me a kokan crofo dan ma me ba ko oye me party ba but we needed to do the road you understand ene ye wie ya omo de be kan ho be gu su yi no obi aba krumo na ni aiden sa ma me ameka na se me waye madamfo
mo compensating ni ye mo reset
any compensation on ne no na sase ni kwan da ha ba wo hwe plan so akwan ne da kwan ne da ndi yi kwan ni fi be bia nkrofo de ato no e be da na nam cause na ye na sase it is a matter of coming here na sase no be stretch across this area
but me who was in the dance so asase ne so ana
onu si dan ye
okay
minim instances are no be si dan as an assembly no aduma ne ya edin obi si dan kwan fi say ba no the dan na ko see free me and me nanti call what I do is in the mornings I just walk around I have the plan minim town scheme no na me yesuma command one and say ugina kwan wo kwan no sha say the foundation on fi o ye kan no o maso kakra o man kasa bi na me ma town planners no fiscal unit for no be pege kwan no the two assembly grader ye ju kwan na kodu ni kan ne na sa ne dan ne ambu eni jatu oni san kofa sei ni ye ju kwan na be ka dan no eni jasi wo you understand it no enyuma ni bebre wa ye ma ye blame aban president me but anything na ye localization of the authorities in this country
decentralization
decentralization na wo ho no inti ye nyina no me fo se ye boa se adwuma ne de mesre me ni nuanom a e wo assemblies no because baby adwawo bia nipa ana ye planning hwe baby say friend say ye pokwase interchange
yeah
ye insist say obia nhye dwa wo kwan no no omo hye maame no ko wo fufu wo a ye che no wa ba bio
dabi
ene ye de bambo ye di nade agi that area nti wonya baby kwa na wa begina ba ere abe wo fufu abe ton wade
assembly no ye de ese so ya
it is assembly in the authorities ni ye ne so ye so ene so boa as de bia ye hwe problem no say eye ka obehwe bia ka akotwa fa nipa so bia no na ye nipa edi dwa wo loro kwa ho loro ne so kwan no so no ene nti ubisa mpanifo ya me ne we the area kwan bia wo reservations were left and right that reservations na ye ja no ye ja emma onye development bia wo that area it serves as one
we no say na go for the containers abesisi wo
asema me baso ni se ne be ya so kine bi bibi ti e wo ka bi hu a wonye ba bi aye den amane afa na many personal activities e malor kwan no from my layman view of it now so that very areas na ye ja no reservations na ye ja ni na has been encroached
entina nansi abefo de na omo ya na omo aye flower bed no tetrete so that the esi eja no kwan nchen ya abeto
we are sanso a wenja wa hand ni pan so e ba kwan ni mu it as a mine where it's issue to do with safety accident say the kai trife ni personal doors na air it's not easy because ko communities na amafo di wonja aba kwan ni ho in trying to drive them away. Now, your money is science. In our planning, let's consider set social.
Yeah. I didn't think ya a jano ye depa kwine hono.
And no na make say in our planning no. You consider sani me.
Now this is for mu use land and special use for na or more reps no more assembly.
They are part of the assembly. They are part of the assembly.
And so more, but as a assembly bia bra na kwan no edwana ba kwan na station no wo kwan ne ho san asem si pe na ye
station na wo design ni nyina na in most of the areas no stations no e wo kwan ho ko bo duase e da kan ko samangasi e wo kwan ho brothers e wo kwan ho bra friends in sound e wo kwan ho ko bankasim e wo kwan ho na kaswa wo kwan ho ni yi ko hye e no kwa e wo kwan ho em say the reason is emma trucks near there that's my view of it but say yet to me enya no na cause problem no eja so we no ka
enanie
amafo akasa me eno hwe ye ma me mo ne ye nua ma ne mema no untumi nkan je adwumasem nti ene ni obia pese o ye ne se obenya bibia ne nsa be kona no
okay
nti o ma na pampo so a nisi na pampem
o si anka se nipa na pa wo de won so nkwa betu asan mo
nti yenso ye mmoa as authorities no ye den ye mmoa sa station ye kan ye yifi ho e de won ko ba bia in some ankasa o station emuchi pa enu nti na ese o dwen wo se eyi fa na sa ankrofo no ye betumi yi wan den akọ because o mo de obo mu usani fi boatin hospital junction ufu open na befo police station commercial bank
yeah
two ni nyina so ti sign na chi a eyasem oba eyasem
yo and ye be ne kanje bi ye kan abusuanfo ni yi entia nye se
ya woni me ntia ana ye market ni bibi o kwan
ka che me ona
ye plan ye cities no na towns no nti bi a ebra na Nsroma ye akura no egwadifu no akuafo no tuo ne ama na wo de aba kwan ho abeton nti otu no bai na no de aba kwan ho abeton no ni nua abeka no ni nua abeka no nti aban bedu wo so besi market ma yen na egwadifu na dikan abbo pata ho de dawo na aban so akotle ho no
nti besi ma yen na wo so wo se ha mesima mo enye no e de na si aban ne so kwan se da bi me pass ase na me fa mo ko da fro
wo be ya tem me ka se Dr. Chua market yes
ye betu atua wo
na me ye kan se ba bi market no won ho kra ye bom mu dodo nti ye yinko ba bi ohin ni se o kai me bi se quota market yi fi ko ba bi ana market ni tu ye we say no market bi tu market we no it said Dr. Chua market pass yi bi ye fi ba bi e won pa de no way o ye ya me esi ma ye ko fa yi be fele ho si market no.
Wow.
You see, so at times it's difficult. But we have to plan our cities.
But a man here a honey interest in it. But be a kai pia form. What do you mabosom in trim? Omisa kwa.
Say
Wouldn't say
Yes.
yes.
Baby, I would depend on an
Yes.
Oh, crop.
Yes.
I want the dangerous.
I was saying, yeah, Momuna, yeah, you to me planning and city planners need to me, you money planning and cities near. Yeah, and the side of what? To conquer that jurisdiction, I'm to as I think a CB that baby. And now, on my couple and city or no moving the Panaco. And I'm saying, young,
I didn't say be a Umbu Emma. Many about what for we back and saying.
There be me fast.
Jamie for ye won. I because I because many of them. Oima, ube trakaswa.
Dia egomwa ho baby ohene ne kase wa ma o ma asase.
Now ko senior ho develop na and that sometime bibi na ho nsase kura no ube kase wo mpe.
Na kotoku di e kotoku na kotoku na ko he.
So what did you adwumadie bi a esum bo sa a nipa eba mu ekọ baby a
oba ene ko sa ke push kwa no so
ene adwadi fo ya o mo pese o be kom se ye kwa adwane mba ye kwa adwane mba
akasa oh my first threat and I say you want to abama na atwe ho ayi den
ene mo mo aye
okọ se adwana e
adeba ko se o si enya political will na political will no be nya adi say yinu mo to won bo asiansa na ka one political party ya dey say ya be dia MPP abe ni e win 2024 ni e win 2020
mo gra dey say we
e win 2032 Ghana for because we dey be so what to abet ya now it's the right thing at the
party ya be
no comment
no ya political will fine here and me
all right pe mi timi keka message
and me ekwakugu ahia ekwehia on network baby so
okay
and now regional minister do oye kwhwe do obubu nkrofo na me say oh
we mu na ma program si I say no this is issue national in character.
National in character.
We can discuss.
Obi here political will.
MPC na ba for pen our political will. I said
Obi here political will.
Wow.
And then you want to mean
we should go and someone ya can now say so they say
just because you want to bring about a policy that
because political will
no you're not true about right
now
we must comment kakra keke workers so American talk keke see e-levies coming to help the government to do more development to help Ghanaians, but not to put burden on us as the NDC party are deceiving or is deceiving the masses. Dr. Dan Blue from Abrim Soapilska, is it not shocking that today President Akufo-Addo is desperately trying to combat support on e-levy, one so-called anti-tax campaigner? It's not too late to consult JM on smart ways of generating funds. Frimpong Samson Kofi says, watching you live at WA. Okay, condolences to the family of the Nsroma incident. Raymond Tete, I'm Raymond from Kwabenya. Please ask the government that did they think of we the SHS while they were planning for the e-levy? Paulus from Kaswa Kinky House. Hey, I don't think a cake in it now. The good people of Ghana is telling Mahama to keep quiet and enjoy the good economy from Nanad because we all saw how bad he ruled Ghana. Piaga. Okay, sorry, Piaga, the end 93. No. He says, good morning, yeah. Ghanaians, let us support e-levy to transform Ghana. He said, inside Achem Asafo. Kojoa Sempa Furniture Works. Good morning to your lovely listeners and viewers from Kojoa Sempa Furniture Works at Doom. Yeah, say, Adekye Kuma. If government wants us to accept this e-levy stuff, then all MPs, soldiers, immigration officers, nurses, doctors, vice president, ministers, president, etc., should be paid through Momo so that we will get more revenue. But if not, e-levy no dear. Yentia o yentia. Eno ye Adekye Kuma. AU Farouk Tamale North. Yes, indeed. The former President Mahama has said it all. This is not the economy he left. The economy under this Nanado government is nothing to write home about. He must seek refuge at the IMF. Eric Kubwa, the patriotic voices, became the minority MP should accept e-levy because it will help us to move Ghana forward. We need good roads, potable drinking water, health facilities, etc. Regards to Alfred, the incoming regional PP organizer, AHAFO. Sammy Kwe, Leviticus Paris Kaswa. When I remember individuals, traders, businessmen and women, farmers, students, children and adults, workers, financial sector in general, and the economy suffered under NDC. Ghanaians, we don't have short memories at all. Frederick Kaku, good morning. My name is Frederick Kaku. Anything you say, we are saying that we don't need the atutubotum tax. It will be for you to stop discussing this atutubotum e-levy. Okay. Abdul Basit Zongo Pania Kumase, NDC is just creating stories of lies. We say no to IMF. The e-levy is another excellent way to mobilize revenue electronically for Mother Ghana and not sublimate ourselves to the IMF loans and wicked conditionalities. Okay. I'm interested in the Rebecca one, my kind so still a gumpa. JMB, God of War, what is he coming to do there when you the host is yourself an MPP communicator? You sana unhunua. Watch your wife, media had you be a Canadian near Quayani. Mensa said she says, Star President Kufadu to pay the NAPCO personnel so too. And as Taifa Ghana is progressing under NPP government, e-levy is a game changer. Let's continue to support Nanado's government to raise enough revenue to create more jobs. Wolanyo Inakwetia, he says, if it's true that the implementation of e-levy will make this government unpopular and cause their defeat in 2024, why don't the NDC push them forward to lose 2024 by passing it into law? Akwesi Shak says, so what are you people saying about the lectures students are spending aden? I can't hear who say and they almost say youth at Beshia aban mumpenin for mushio moi ministry in your mushia. Something good will come out of that meeting, hopefully. Yahuza was Swami, His Excellency John Mahama has nothing new to offer Ghanaians than to come to power to create, load and share. He is on record of taking us to IMF, which resulted in a freeze on public employment for 4 years of doom. So the introduction of killer taxes. Na Facebook for Nasiewa or Matiso. NPP 5 years in power is better than NDC 20 years. JM okay, I know they mean to me can't see. NPP 5 years in power is better than NDC 20 years. Co-mensa pillar 2. Na mama kasa ni ho aye kakra ho ate. Bedu Williams, good God bless John Mahama, a man with vision. We any more comments in the kakra me to me akenkan igumu pacho wacha 932 so na bui. Ye ko IMF no any ye appeal wo Moody's ratings ne ho no any yemfa ni nyina economy ni yemfa e-levy no entie in 2 in 1 aban say ana Ministry of Finance say baby Moody's for rate ye de to ye na enye ho na sese ye da. They provided them with the needed information, but they chose to do their own thing. And baby omudi ya to no emwa ye nti omo se ombeko appeal. E-levy as see something which is they are can same way. Say nyame ya domo ya woda demo bi beko so ye friend no ye ntua demo. Se bibia ansanka wiemu a na National Youth Organizer of the NDC George Opariado and the Insight can say organizers no eho omo no mo yesa ye ntua demo no. Ona sha say first one. Honorable IP, yes.
E-levy any Moody ni
ratings
ratings no. E-levy ne dey a na me pese me ka ho asem bebre.
Okay.
Sent ni say baby a new year we introducing a new tax regime. Amount for no even the ordinary citizen on the street. But born in some mama was a bang, why are they? A why are they say what the tax for Baby Jessica Fiming? Ya young answer who are Mukrano. It may be a tight any young welfare, any secretary be offering near the better me grandpa says awful a froco. I sorry, there will not be sorry, in the office. when I'm saying what tight no you Emma wo problem ana adan adwuma to den nti obi am pe siketua nti na the members of our constitution one award your constitution in my and one draft no what can you say ye fa referendum e approve tax and yes sir about tax year no ha obetumi approve ade e approve tax e parliament nti ye transfer the majority decision it binds everybody.
Okay.
Me ma can say.
But you can't say answer as say bia acho bi wo mu a ye behwe ye beka say oh amount for the sa baby as
anything
if there are some challenges or indeed
yes
loopholes bia ye potential.
Yes, into ye pass act our parliament a bill it go clause by clause. Na ya hwe it changes bi o ha parliament na ye the representatives of the people no e behwe no ma ya amendments and say na ya pass tax be a new ya amount for in demonstration there their civic rights yehu America I don't be passing new taxes amount for a demonstration na young court town hall meetings you know e me na wa pass bill na we be act kita won nsam no now your town hall meeting now we educate amount for send tax ni be ya adwuma afa
okay
e me na we your town hall meeting na fe kura na amount for ebe find it difficult to understand you. And then you know my identity for number 2 at the cost to be close to gas after the town hall meeting. And no crown is car. Yes, spend the day town hall meeting. Since the car be you live in. How can this be possible? Town hall meeting is about 6.5 billion Ghana cedis in Ibenyafa. Efi, Sikenu. Intimate me adventure say. I was say MPP. Yet to me, your majority in parliament is ready. Now that speaker and Kasa Atia Gwemuno. Yet table. Bill no na ye pass bill ni wie na start ye adwuma nipa dede wa appointing no bebre be hu say omoka exempted group no say tax no kro no nka ho hwe
okay
ye nua no man this first start you so TikTok around for them
social media handle TikTok
na we ko na oti na mani bia wo ye na ma me bia oton brode na okita book and no see or the sika esen ne ba e wo school no dey to book na otua tax levy e wo sika no so afi ni sika da bank no yetitu sika no so to be frank so wo be ma me na na kasa wo be hu say or even part of the exempted group na no me home family na me call hospital na doctor no show me bi no so na bo we dey me sere wo the person we dey come adam so calm down. And also, levy ya persecution kakra wa dwene ne dan wo me catch me church man catch say doctor oh levy no nka ho ntua bi so then them say you are part of the exempted group. When was the last time per adwuma we medical doctor per adwuma wo ye no emma won send sika bebre emma won time fa electronic system no enye payments bebre
how
o say oh ampo because yes because
now encourage so obia enye electronic payments more so that at least one day you be do cashless
but as a medical doctor no transactions money transactions say me too we come up
if say e-levy no it is not just the momo
and me can come back to say my cofa na ma wa ha me transfer is come away me too we ma way once a while you do it once a while nti ubehu say at a point in time no see you to me pass levy no na start here adwuma nipa ye de bebre and this if aka cancel ma to won asoma we de bebre no we behu say oh sad no kra me nka ho sad no kra affect me bebre tania ye ma meti ase say e be affect me
na mo chere o manfo na mo hu say e-levy no na de ban ni o say na e be yo mo amoka ho ni mo
amanfo no ye tie kra ka say ya o ka so be dia dan say fimi e che libi ati aban kasamafo aba wa free so abekasa achirechire mu achi nipa bebre but me say tax yan chirechire mu ma nipa ntiase
minister finance minister kasa okan exemptions bebre then the question was enti de hin na ye inclusive
yeah opa for 1 year chirechire levy ase there's no way that people will give you the power to implement it the most important thing is use your majority in parliament to pass it not implement it.
Implementation stage. Even when so because anopana me can say yemfa honorable Bekwemu group na to nchen. Enti yenyi more largest opponent in nchen. But ubete economist. Anya hwe I heard this man what's his name? Professor Bokman, University of Ghana Business School. Matthew Aoka say it's not the way to go.
Yeah.
So that economist
NDC at the VAT at the condoms. Once a Ghana has says bad boy to make us one of is a question. Ruby guy. NDC, they cut last one boot.
So then I have another one, Professor Mensah. Economists funny because
economy. Or also, it will affect him personally into 1 year. Yeah, tax our too. NDC for who could share Sika banker with service charge, yeah, they VAT to who say obey to near taxi 119 boot, who so obey to cat last number 1 and Kukura and they could afford the doorway if where the tax is also.
But then not no, me say not say we are now.
They say, you know, majority no check on its passage.
Thank you.
Sanka absolute majority of parliament. And Kadanu you better pass and send a pass appropriation. When him say yeah, I should speak. Majority Babo and Timber Kensi. You live in no crown. Parliament are jar to move the maintenance. And that is the reality. You see, there will be a fair appropriation bill. When you pass the appropriation bill, it becomes appropriation act. Now appropriation bill no income
fair then I'm over.
Set you I can say you better formalizing no.
Okay.
It has been accepted. You see, once you accept appropriation act with e-levy process inclusive, the idea is say you have accepted the e-levy. They are just trying to be hypocrites because once you accept the appropriation bill, the assumption is say you have accepted the e-levy because e-levy process is part of the appropriation. It is what after no sanka and this vocabulary finance minister say yes now. Kona koyi e-levy process for appropriation ni mo branch and ya pass. And then who say you don't accept the appropriation and say I will not accept the e-levy.
Meeting or
say we didn't SP
I thought say you wouldn't want to talk about
no, me say e-levy na me person.
And who better over company 8 minutes catch it is a time of
Nanka man pese me ko baby obewie ni say NDC for minority for no ye hypocrites. But I'll respond to that hypocrisy he's attributing to the MPs before
and I will hypocrite.
What do you mean by
honorable pay? Me that's pa o ka say na honorable be ko SOT head.
We use account me chama.
That's how on the point he's attributing an issue to
me. Point what o dey shame ni na o camera me that's
what do you say parliament won what won omonko anegu abra ye status ayi levy wan sam kan kasa na musan say na mo man yan kwade kwa ebeko committee level mutumi ache mo committee is it not the same people na mo ye competent that you claim to be ya anka item a factor into your budgeting miniaba tie mi o item sika wo ba begije abe spending yen din to mu wona wo se wa ben na woni mu nyansa no uko say
kafra
but I'm ready. May you feel?
Oh, yeah, from my MP. No, no, sir.
Pacho, yeah, Martina Jamba. I'm not why you pay Pacho, Medas, Martina Jamba, and gently he just said, Martina.
You see, when him say that item, when the approval of the House had there been a public and the minority who stands the same number at outcry. Now, now, pass appropriation now. Appropriation is mainly based on the expenditure, not on the income. You should know that. But essence say income no. Papa we na wo ye.
Koso.
Na essence say income no. E na over spending tino. Say wunya item no a e say ohwe ni yi. And say someone they believe in e-passing. So for say ya pass they should go and e-collect it. So say technically no, it's been passed. Then go out and collect it.
Namusum, are you not overstretching the argument? Say be a rate in the water.
Is it a tax?
Because
I'm not coming to my. Nankase mi chiyo mampeni John Dramani mama. Papa unkwaso. Nyami ma unkwantintin.
Mampeni dada.
Mampeni dada John Dramani mama obebi o. Nyami sure no ma wahode. Obabi so abam krum your friend could do for you. Your friend abamu kabi. Onu so chia o. Minyaba. What is e-levy that we are talking about? NDC and for me, I'm representing party ni wahano. We are never against taxation. Yen kan sada. Yen nyina so say as a mine, as a buying no. Ube to me poor baby a betra wo nsam ye onipa bebria entua yes obi aka so spread the net wider onipa bebria me chance ne entua is e-levy the panacea to all these things. What is e-levy na can what is e-levy? Anything that obi the text be the brain many jere wo pa me nua nkwa o say atotobotom. And it's exactly like Mama Chow.
Now, some will say, we are not e-levy in a mumpe.
Yeah, Mama Chow, me tell you,
because Mumu manifesto no paragraph.
Don't go to Mama come as I pay Kasawa.
Introduce a uniform transaction fee policy to guide the electronic payment.
If introduce is it e-levy? Where did he say e-levy?
Oh, honorable, I pay, please.
Where did he say e-levy? Mama come in. What is e-levy?
You know your electronic.
When you find electronic anywhere, more electronic shop. Is it an e-levy? Is that word electronic not there?
Is there?
Go into it and look into it into detail. Mama come as so mama 8 minutes. Che, what say? Et say but Yamika. Na Ghana fonti asiewi. Wo Yamika no, ana menye sika no. Me de share pause mu. Misika. Me de obi ne de mama no kodwanti o aboso. Aboso na ma I say duku aye pam no me ne de bi kra bomase da me ko drama ma me no de bomase no de me shete guso me de miska kuma boso obi ne de agu kotokuom obi nso e de de agu sa platform no aye mobile platform no so na sanse obi na ma na kwanya na watumi yiska woso akoba bi nti and these are the telcos can mobile MTN whatever me person be breeding and it no so what the na one fan share wo kotokuo mu no wo de one fan share wo aboso mu no one fan bo wo handkerchief no one fan share wo purse mu de abeto me henti se wo de kwa meje 1% fantastic matiat wo me that's what makwenya say me use kaneko and it oje me sa 1% of it na me tua me nkasa na wo aban wo de tax no. What cost our telcos? This is what they've been doing. They don't explain. Government goes to the telcos. NASA 1% no. After them taking care of their operational cost no, are buying according tax home. They never go to that angle. It is a what with tax as a service provision. And telcos na mama me by way of giving me a platform to transfer my money to somebody. What me 1%? What we are buying in this case, an NPP are buying. Na do no raba omi adano esan say telcos no etua tax nti almost tika omo digi wo menchen ni nyina no busumi du a omo ye won accounting no eyi won gross no na net no ye dey fifi ni ye dey rade profit
omo faso
na wo won faso no wako tax
asa eno no oje company no eno say ankran crash to your memo
say can me da say waka me da say pa say can oje fi wan ten
one free company, so company in fast one.
I'm talking that component of company in fast one now. If it transfers me not 1%, no. So cause this how 1%. Once the company was 10 cedis, sika if you more or 1% in 2 cedis. That's a buying coco G, sa 2 cedis, no. And fast one says cannot if you want change or if you mean change. You see what I'm saying? Anything you can, it is say obia or no cash any dia no. A cash when you go to home. Send upon abai in his car. And then I can say abai send Kofusika aka because obi atwade wo the mobile money net to wo the cash you pay all the indirect taxes, you pay your VAT and everything. Send your omo say obi odi momo no nkofo akọ shop akọtọ ade atuata won to no kre omo nchemu ye wo the momo ko shop right ekọtọ ade all the indirect taxes work your friend saying item no so no including the VAT no if it's attractable you pay. The same thing that you crack cash and so called the OTR. And it's the same. And I've also paid the tax on the transaction that I made through Momo. And I can be sick of me go to Kum. I think I won't be go to Kum then the Egu Hantino would be magic. Naniaka or me Momo's like Kobiano, what's it make 1% every telcos no. Means say you move 1 point and then was 1.5. What means say you want amount? Are you sick?
Susuya basi.
Me pacho. Ade ema ohun pu.
We are former MP. Who Nsroma travel.
Somehow
kasa na mankasa.
Enti de kasa. Mi musa mikosa. So see. Ye wo man mu. Da chi bia musumu nyamu bedi ade. Ene bi ni se mampenda da mahama say ampa economy no se baby adru no ye hia moa. aban anamampani enfrese de ebribi mu kosi nchi no enti admittance say yehia mwa yehia sika sade a yentete to kakra is it a bad thing
to
anasa mo benya political points in here
to anya political point say yentete ko we enka yentete to
president ebribi avate ba wasoreti eti yes
but say yentete nkrofo sika so ko ya aban bia won ko bi account mu the bank balance will be on 1.5 no one thing at the bottom company.
But is that how we are pushing tax?
That's how it is. I have decided to keep my money on my phone. And you want to tax it when I transfer? And your bank
will my alternative way I buy bet to media generating 6 billion. Yeah, I'll say it can do a whole lot if when you sue
they should go and cut their expenditure. Now me come Obama me time and aso. They should go and cut their expenditure. Ujai plane ma obetra. There be our high plane etua boa kese. No one could drive with him. Now, who say a neck, she's got a cough last house. If they end up, Professor Bob in a catcher one, someone cut it on their expenditure. Look, they are mentioned on the entire no one can create. May you see that word, no one can create. One catcher and say,
hypocrisy.
Okay, my chance saying. You say no credit if you are not telling the truth in politics.
Okay.
Well, mild, isn't it?
Mild.
So, I say so. And you're going on catcher and say, when we reduce one expenditure by 20%, I hope so. What? Thank you very much. I buy budget now. Why you know? When we do it's around 130.
130 days.
Billion or trillion, whatever. It's 130%. It's 130 billion. 130 billion.
All right.
Calculate. Oh, I said you not today.
Me too.
Calculate even only 10%. If really they mean business, what they've presented to Parliament is 130 billion for the year. Now, dear to say you are cutting expenditure by 20%. Send your own canal. Let's calculate 10%, not even 20. 10% of 130 billion. More about 13 billion. But simple calculation.
Simple.
11 6.9. With the difference of 7 billion. It is almost kind of crap. What's your amount from Madiatum? Sika me see me here cost spending the grano. Me yiso 20%. We 20% now, 26 billion. It is a fund say 10, maybe more 20. Into yam pass a bino at an expenditure so by 10%. He's saving 13 billion. Budget is an estimate of income and expenditure. It is how even 10% a year 13 billion. 1G11 is only 7 billion. Over excess of even another 6 billion. When it's even cutting your expenditure by 10, whenever important. Cutting your expenditure by even 10%. In this I'm passing we hear 7 billion or 11 more. Now what you are seeing there? Some be cutting your expenditure by 10% out of the 130 billion they want to spend in a year. You can even plan to say 20% is 26. Maybe they may count 20%. Even if this government cuts their because we'll be saying the other years. Even if this government cuts their expenditure by 10%, for the estimates of, presented to Parliament, they will save 13 billion. 13 billion, no, 6.9 or 7 billion, they don't have a problem.
Medase, Ejatano.
Medase, I say the incumbent, and I say MPP, Omoto Infutro Agugana.
Incumbent, say I'm quite about also. The ruling government.
So the ruling government, thank you for the correction. Infutro na Omoto Agugana for any so. Na say omo adwen ye omo say 11 no Ghana for yenyanti asewia and they are making a very big mistake because say His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo oko US time I know your candidate no was said the only way to salvage the Ghana economy at the time now you're making sure say Ghana ebedi was to kick the NDC out, which of course it happened at the end of the day. Now my advice to the people of this country, and I say first of all, boycott so-called town hall meetings. That is number one. Number two.
Boycott on bed and because I don't know now be making
population. You see now the iron had said they make it look as if a NDC na or more ekiki against if any say 11. It is almost the population of this country. So why should statistics and conform around acquire a year a survey regarding say 11 open as a wumpe ya cheche much to perform pen and doso Even the NPP for Nankasangasa Omompeno, Omodos, but they don't have the voice to come and say it. And they have a representative. The representative is Oba. Oba can't the air abai ede. Oima, men fan say a program. Now you move back when decide say, Choba na one more from Hono. What the Yabako? Na Wakoma Yaduanica Cramidi. Nti a beer 50 Ghana cedis per head. 9 warhead. A beer 200 Ghana cedis. Now start 200 Ghana cedis no. Say me if me go to come na say me the match over ona na. Me ntuahwe wo. But say me nya e de ko hye me momomu ana say me e-wallet mu. Na say me say me di tua e ye fa na say choba ona ne ka. Or aban edge 1.7%. And to say the honorable Kaya no. What it is that me my madwen say is kind of me the hye me ho a ebi ankrofo be say some say me wie no na asa. Into the best place I can put it, 3 things. Either say be bottom keke, and I say be come odwanwoma say be odwanwoma wallet mu, and I say me the be me e-wallet mu. Sa odwanwoma wallet, ene me yanka say me bottom me de koto ade obi an charge me hwe. So see am te hege. Say me nya ekopɛ me ho asɛm say me koto ade me fa say choba owner me de ye example no. Is it possible say makwa koto ade 200 no awie no. Choba owner be kan kyerɛ me say calculate 1.75% of the 200 no. Na fama me na mom de be ma abrante ne otekwana na osrese scan. It's impossible. Sir, choba owner me ba beto aduara no. Enye say me 200 no wo te 1.75 na fi mu. But mom no you are asking me to calculate 1.75% on top of it. Now what the own fan obi. So abano iron and want to say obi a me fan so osrese ade a wakotena choba bia no. Nti obi abeto ade no. Na choba owner na ka che say o pia my branch no take on 1.75% of the 200 now we are and yes say tie from be mo calculate here would the 200 no it will even be more than 200 fastest can fetch nipa not take on. That is exactly what the government is doing.
That be untimi fan che no sir if it's a man say the be ya adwuma ma say ya wo de one analogy
you see
ne all the card
in the sense so won't you let me repeat myself. Mikra 200 Ghana cedis ye program ya honorable please yeah the codidi say me is can film bottom keke na me the match over owner no I don't pay anything. Say me you film me odwan mamu na me the match over owner no I don't pay anything. Me no obi any bibia wo. But say me nya ekope me ho asem say me dey share me mo wallet me, which of course nipa na all control sa mo wallet wa catch them say so person me dey usi kese dey me charge you so percentage on it. Matthias me dey amano. Say aba wo pe bibi agia ko sa telco na wa je me 1%. Na wo woni ne nko trans no so ma wo. Na mo ma me kan kire me say me a me person this can be share me bottom keke. Na me dey akoto me e-wallet me. Wo be sa Jim ska just because I want to keep my money somewhere. Who does that? It doesn't make sense. What do you agree when you pana bisa won say this one
Cambro fana mankasa no
we are not dead. And toss no I mean Matthias
then I would
as I sit here you mu be nipa bebre no a say wo ho kire wo to me boroska e wo network we use so me fan say ma borrow 200 Ghana cedis 200 Ghana cedis na obebo no nipa na wo gine bosia no wajo processing fee was so that there's a percentage on it. No we say catch that we say but so na say want to me and you betua 12.5% aka ho me ma just as ka no amaba bosia fee sa telco no ho no a wa charge me no say me nya ka say me ko transfer more than 100 Ghana cedis am obi say o fa supply me pure water momentum wo say wo ba beje sa capital no so sika me mfanya adwuma bia nya mfa so e bosia na mabo nti say me ko bosia why do you come and tax me on the loan that I've gone for? Already the processing fee has been charged by that particular bank and I said that particular network now on what magic can fit no. Until why do you come to me say mean some 1.75%? This is what we are doing to us. Now we can't tell us net.
Yes,
first of all, baby I produce see a mood money na ba so mo appeal. How did it start? When you came into government and we told you say 127 or 121 or 111 ministers plus their double deputy ministers triple Ebema yesika no ho akwatwe. You went in for all people, plenty ministers. America they don't have that number of ministers. What is Uncle by? ye can within the 4 years then when we are in. What by with second term now be reduced about 80 something. See a credit I'm stroke across stroke akra. And why did you reduce it? Because you saw some sense in what we said. Where will come on idea Sikano? Come to think of the Auditor General's report. Near to remember if you move back. From the time I will buy, but me cancel the previous administration is the what we are telling you is seal the loopholes, you will make monies from there. One Mike Aflu or the alternative about, which is fantastic. Or say if you want to make money, you can make 25 billion Ghana cedis a year by ensuring say large taxpayers companies say a Newmont farm gold give them a certain percentage. We don't trust not charge you some percentage from their proceeds. Any other companies you will be able to make 25 billion Ghana cedis. And he has mentioned those companies. I feel so you will put your travel so the abetuho. All the alternatives have been given to you, but you don't want to. Don't forget. Esika ayire fi o memo ha nyina ni ska by 52.something billion ya transfer into some unknown account. All these monies are hanging within the system in Ghana. And it can be traced to the finance ministry. And so say ye per se o man economically. The first thing to do is to kick Ken Ofori-Atta out and bring in, yes, he's not a developmental finance minister. That is why he doesn't understand it. Dr. Antonia Koto or say, any year Rajamba for more. These guys have been the spokesperson on finance. Amamo, on 1 year campaign, Sayan Koba now Obi or your banker abetraso. That is the bane of the.
I think now it's a personal attack.
It is not personal. Ken Ofori-Atta must go. Ken Ofori-Atta's performance compared to this man. You understand? I am saying, Ken Ofori-Atta must go. If this man doesn't go, Ghana will not see any grounding regarding economic progress. Dr. Baumia.
Thank you.
What's your
51? No,
I was saying to
what's your mind to
Mami conclude by saying, say, it will not be nice, it will not be prudent to tax a Nyafo on the memo, so he will not suggest. Why is he quiet?
Thank you. Honorable IP, no do our permit back.
222.
My end 333.
There be some mama say two
against one. Me your position.
Me time no.
Me name difference between tax and levy. There's a slight difference.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. Me kasa.
That's why you me.
Why chance?
A tax is a financial charge on individuals or business collected by government. It's used to pay public spending. A levy is an obligatory payment. A levy is an obligatory payment. And when see na sa okoto fuel a export price no we calculate here say minia ekoto fuel a otua taxes on the fuel. What your tax na wie no abansi e ka bi wo ho a me ne wo nyina e bi ya boy energy debt o si etua it wo tua wo tax ni nyina wie a masan the obligatory payment bi e fa ni levy atoso eno so wo betua e ya wo awusika it ya nyina
she say obligatory payment there other necessary bi ne tua na
de bi tua kwa ya fast on say ukoto
tax ni levy no fa ni twi so mami ye be ka ni twi say
yo tax e ya to levy and to boya.
Okay.
And to a when you she won't go to she when you be I say ye into boya near the abra or mano, ye into boya who could class for aquabranto. It's a levy. It is so I mean, you can obligatory or mamba beer. It's very well. Now, yes, 19 say, see aquabrantoa. And you'll be a be one in summer, Sakabranton over to me. It's your work class, ye aquabranto, say, many men tia say, me and tia say, my friend tia. It's aquabranto, and you'll be a new tia. And square bamba faso be aquabranto and say, yeah, the platform you are why you tia to was so down. And we are two our platform also. Me pese mi ga aquabranto into obi abakwa platform so akodu djuma bia no wo betua 1.75 aquabranto aka 2 na wutua de down no anything na anu nya petrol to Anytime be a top petrol, be a chakabranto, except you don't know.
So you prefer that people will keep their monies in their homes, in their purses and wallets?
Obia and Keso Bingaliska, Fakoso, and the Chama Papa. We are Mamba Pa, Fausika Koto platform also. Nasa Uko Yia, and Nasa Uko transactive business beer, what Chiakabranto. It's Sunday, what church him, and yet you have to it out. And now some year you have to be out of fuel, Chiakabranto, you don't know. There's a levy on export price of fuel. And then if you have to Chiakabranto, National Health Insurance, a levy, National Health Insurance, a Aquabranto, Get Fund, a Aquabranto, Intimini, Aquabranto, yes, you have to Ghana, and levy will hold it down. Never yet to be a count, Sanya Patch. I think, oh, 2 against 1.
3 minutes.
That's women come a beer, maybe, or you crap him the berryman, me crap him the berryman. Why your money, Juma, my Juma? Yakasa Quabranto experiences. Or he be a Nina or Tna and Fee. Say you be Jacquabranto or some craft for the Muntia, Adobrof Muntia. It's never done that way.
Oh,
now what you know? Who select a Yansica? I can decide to send somebody. Make me a case of me was called me to come. Me no yet go 5,000, terms of 5,000. Make me a could 2,000. I could check. It's son safe me go to Kuma medical mo bintino, Sacabranto to be. As a man, no can. And it is a very aggressive. By that you say, me can't say me a cotty phone suntino, share or the fuel. It's a wrong example. Wrong. Would you have to fuel so wrong? And my price is on it.
But there's a levy.
There's a levy. Yeah, would you got to fuel so pay? And my fuel no consoro, drive a new cotton. And no tina, I was on the 20 and no tina drive a nina consora. No, I bet to nation to your dim, the Lord of Fame. Into who I go to your ashen to your dinner consoro. And now now top petrol why they. What you let me be? Yes. And no, levy.
You see,
I don't get 11. Listen. What is your driver? What can some now deal with?
It is a siano, Ina Dasun a problem now.
And yet, you know, I dear won't just canafisono. And you nipper you know me and son, you crazy cacro. If you far crow, no beneath the out on a possum, or beneath the abonabosum, no beneath the out to a friso. Now we say, well, we're friso de Tiacabranto. Ebian and anyone go to Kumukana senior. Of anything, maybe you want a free listen. What's up, maybe?
It's like more or less, you see, every Ghanaian, maybe a new thing.
It's not every Ghanaian.
It covers
it is not every Ghanaian. And yet, a buying sika. And yeah, buying sika. It's not every Ghanaian. You can never tell me, say, me say, a court through me, Sumobile. Me won't grab it, Tommy. I'm telling you honestly.
Obadiah or Mambapa, Janet 20.
Over you, Sika. Until some buying way at the bottom company. I have a concourse to Kuma, you 1.75 and 1.5 now. I don't think it's fair.
I can't say the Aban Yisicana or the Kodi.
One a kind of about me, say, but me, I bet you only half I
Koso.
Emma abobi brintiru. Emma abobi brintiru. See, I have been here for Dr. Baumi and Kasanka say, Mumu tax dear, or no dear, not doing moi. I don't know why you did.
Young covered a minute while.
I don't know why you did. No. I mean, don't be me.
Minimum,
you love the buying. Or money nam hosa sabe catcher and say, or money telcos not trust my telcos, like I say, on grantee a year consumers 0.25%. And this are. I don't know when I'm trusting Yanka says 0.25% for
0.25% on what?
Yes, charges.
1% no more here. Almost so 0.25%. So that everybody says 0.85 or
so. That's what they are saying.
I like to wood the
to wine. That's what they said. Into what I'm saying is say, I don't know when you talk on interest, no a percentage, you know, more for being but would you remember another analysis? Sa E-levy, at the same time, you quite motor school. Now you know, Charlotte. No, boy, you pay quack share, or no boy, pay quack shoe. Was it because wash a shoe, you know, was school fees in your tube?
Yes, it's possible.
What?
Because I live in gold.
Oh, I mean,
that's how desperate they are.
Sir, a beer, you go school, you know, you go.
But when you are rich,
you pay more than of rich.
You do a restaurant, which you have back, no, you are talking about.
Robert, pay Pacho. Wait, you see, the analysis I gave you, which you told me, said, is the best analysis.
And it's one year, and in work of Achimota.
Yes,
first 100 citizens are exempted. It was 10,000
don't you think
I'm not going to pay one.
Yeah, calculation who said a chunk number will be exempted. And even I thought those who will pay will still have their
extra 1 minute.
I am saying, as we speak, levies on fuel and normal. Levies on fuel. The ESLA or whatever it is that the NDC brought, it was for how many years? 5 years. What by America you were supposed to have taken because it was to be used to pay so-called legacy debt. So legacy debt. So what I'm saying is this particular e-levy I will repeat myself, sir. Me yisika umbotom na me to special isa. Obia enji miska. Na mom se me ko bo me humusuo se me diska ne koto me e-wallet so na se me ko special isa. Abambe ka say for 1.75 to so na fa che me. It doesn't make sense.
But specialized almost you say in 100.
I said yeah me turn in bulk.
Okay.
Me pay tarton. So me case special ice.
I'm not specialized.
Because I know that we
example I can say in so boy.
Yes, me say turn in bulk.
Phone no example phone.
I think so if you what normal you talk every now and then e wo your restaurant meat pie no normal you wo COVID levy was so you wo a friend say
Bola levy
make me an example say see
COVID levy example COVID
a pie that should have cost 11 Ghana cedis what they share the go so NHIL 2.5% get fund 2.5% COVID fund 1%, and a VAT 12.5%, and a tourism 1%. Abia bibi sana say, as we sit here.
You mean meat pie?
Meat pie. Into a baby.
I want to a restaurant.
I
don't want to see you more.
The best of analysis.
The meat pie.
One answer baby. This is the best analysis. In the sense, Makoto Frankis, whatever it is. Makoto on just like
be out the mode of payment. The mode of payment. Say any account.
It is a Makoto. Another pay up. So Makoto, me who see a boy am Koto. If we are soon to know. And you what charge me say. Now me to one quench and come back to Jimmy. This is what we are you could say don't you see yourself. They are talking about P. I change your good restaurants. By saying no. You have no ground.
People's bank account. I have no top pie, no. Saving for tower coin.
Yes.
Let's see 20 cities.
No, this is 5.
Or chin bottom. No, you do Momo.
Now say you go to the platform you pay. Who put your restaurant? Now for you top.
Let me finish by saying, sister, we are talking about of payment. All these things. COVID levy, COVID levy, no. Me and Meti here, ya boy, who do say, she na yari and cash. The other COVID and pass away, I are Sabia, or no way COVID, no. We sent your tax, na yari, or man ben a year
That's not okay.
Yes, yes.
Correct name.
I'm correcting myself.
David, you said VAT. VAT.
I was so. I want
not the chair.
But we have a copy.
We're not come there free treatment.
Oh, I say, Yanka say.
There's a levy you pay.
There's a COVID levy. This is
VAT receipt. When you look at the breakdown,
yes, COVID.
No, they cannot COVID. No, COVID payment.
I'm saying, sir.
Levies no go. Out demonstration in Yanko.
Oh, honorable, me say.
Don't
let him get
COVID levy.
Don't let
COVID levy.
I'm coming.
COVID levy.
Me say we get to the point and I say.
COVID levy. I want to see.
Yes, see it.
COVID levy.
Appoint me. No, my
tax in this.
COVID no way. COVID levy.
COVID. What do you say?
I pay. The
COVID fund. COVID 1%.
No.
COVID fund. COVID fund 1%. And it's COVID that you are. And I'm saying
satisfied.
Yes, I'm saying sir. Yes, I'm saying sir. Please.
I pay
COVID. Yes, sir. What I'm saying is sir. Mamusio mobe na minkoya COVID mamusio mobe na minkoya COVID madam yare pass no ya je me levy right. It is the same like the momo me ma bo me mumusio de akoto me e-wallet so what's what charge me. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Nobody's charging you. It's levy you pay.
It's not levy.
Na levy is not levy no say
sana e-levy na aye enya ade aye
no kan
as the bottom tax.
Enti yeda ora ya Asanita no national organizer LPG yeda na say na yada honorable Samuel Ayepe former MP Ayensia no na oye road safety CEO and director general in waiting. In waiting so on try my ya no nsi we yes a wunya wo de men sha say prepare one na wa ntina wani abre ayi levi Honorable Derek Ohene Bekwen so former MP Upper West Achem, honorable nom, anopaye damwase, ejata no anopaye das. Abedwa for damwase. Oh, honorable nom.
So should that ball be?
Honorable Samuel Ayepe, honorable Bekwe das. That no ye das. Aye.
We are make catch a boy this is my no crowd.
But you did the afro, and I don't watch the church from my bedside.
But I'm going to say on that boy. Onim said there's